Today we are going to talk about the 4 questions that will help you live a more well life when it comes to mental health and when it comes to your spiritual health. My name is Brad. Welcome to the Daily Bread. I created this podcast to show the connection between spiritual health and mental health and how the two are connected together. Because health is health, regardless of whether it's physical, mental, spiritual, it doesn't matter. It all has to deal with our health. So today I'm going to focus on 4 questions that I believe can help you both in your mental wellness and in your spiritual wellness. Okay, so here we go. Question number 1. Am I being honest with myself? Am I being honest with myself? You cannot be honest with other people unless you are honest with yourself first. When I was going through my mental health struggles, I had to get honest with myself that I was indeed not okay. And so I had to look deep and hard within myself, and there were some truths that I needed to discover and that I needed to accept. You know, Jesus says in Scripture, you will know the truth and the truth will set you free. Well, the truth will set you free once the truth is done with you. And you have to actually grapple with that truth in order to have freedom in that truth. So the second question is, am I allowing myself the space to heal? We need to allow ourselves space and time to heal. Even if we think we're not broken, we still need to allow that space for our mental and spiritual wellness, right? Whether it's 5 minutes, you've heard me say this on the Daily Bread countless numbers of times, 5 minutes a day focused on meditation, 5 minutes a day focused on reading scripture, 5 minutes a day focused on praying, whatever it is, 5 minutes a day. Take 5 minutes a day to give yourself some time to heal from your day, to heal and to get better when it comes to your mental and spiritual wellness. Even if you think you don't need to heal, chances are you still need that space to heal yourself, right? And I had to give myself space and time to heal, even though it wasn't coming at the pace that I wanted it to. I needed to focus on the smaller wins rather than on the bigger picture. And when I actually sat down and looked at it, I was making progress, but I just needed to take a step back and give myself a space to heal. Number 3, am I being compassionate and patient toward myself when I am not meeting my goals as quickly as I intended? There's right where I left off, right? Yeah. We have to be compassionate up to ourselves. We have to be patient with ourselves when we don't reach the goals that we think we need to reach in the time that we need to reach them. Now, a lot of times the problem is because we set lofty goals that happen way in the future, and guess what? Life comes up. Life gets in the way, right? And so I always tell people, if you're going to make goals, make smart goals that are time bound, that are measurable, that are specific, right? That you can actually accomplish, and make sure that time bound part is within a reasonable amount of time. That way you can focus more on your wins rather than your losses. Sometimes we set them so far out in the future that we'll never accomplish them. So set smaller goals towards a larger goal in shorter periods of time, and that can help you when it comes to accomplishing those goals. And finally, am I doing what I need to do to thrive? Are you doing the things that you need to do in order to thrive? Are you growing in your knowledge, right? For me, what I do as a leader is I make sure that I'm spending an hour a day either listening to leadership podcasts or reading leadership books so that I can grow as a leader, so that I can thrive as a leader. I make sure that I'm spending time, right, in my meditation so that I can thrive in my mental health. I make time to go on my walk so that I can make sure that I am thriving when it comes to my physical health. Are you doing the things that you need to do in order to thrive? Okay? And so I just wanted to throw those 4 questions out there because I think they affect us both in terms of our mental wellness and both in terms of our spiritual wellness as well. All right. Well, that is all for today on the Daily Bread. Remember that these videos are also an audio podcast that you can take with you wherever you go. You can subscribe to the audio podcast both in the Spotify podcasts or in Apple Podcasts. Head over there, subscribe today, and if you can, leave a rating and review for me. I would greatly appreciate that. It just helps people find the podcast easier the more reviews that we get. All right, well, that's all for today. Take care, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.